Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. And yeah, today is just another day talking about this guy here. So this is obviously the Snowflake Barebones. And yeah, honestly, this thing is really amazing. It sounds fantastic. I've been flipping it quite a lot. And it's one of these things where I didn't realize how good this thing was going to be until I actually started kind of spending some more time with it, because it felt a little weird, but now that I've kind of gotten used to it, it is something that I really do enjoy in my collection. And it's just something that's fantastic. I know a lot of people are wondering, how does this compare to the Medusa clone in terms of as an EDC? And honestly, this is like better and worse. I think better simply because it does have screw-in Zen pins, which means that you'll be able to replace them. You can find spare parts for Zen pins and things like that. And I think it does have more standard size hardware. But other than that, honestly, they should be fairly comparable. Obviously, this is much lighter. So, for those of you that prefer a heavier knife, then go for that. And I think the edge geometry on this, I'm not sure. It looks pretty good. Yeah, this thing chaplains really, really well. You can say hello to my cat. Don't even know if you can see it, but there's the cat. It chaplains really well. It chokers really well. It fans amazing. Rollovers are like butter. It is honestly just a fantastic bally. It sounds good. It's one of the few ballies with a ring that I actually do really enjoy the sound of. And it's just nimble. It's a really value. It's a really good value balisong in terms of it gives you a very much premium flipping experience. This thing flips better than, honestly, most the clones. Obviously, it's slightly preference based, but I think this definitely has a much more uniform feel to it. Like it does kind of feel almost like a grail, which is just something that's really fantastic. I really love how it feels in the hand, the sound it makes. It's very tactile. I've really just been enjoying this. It's not something I was expecting to like so much. I mainly got it because it's something a bit more unique. Not many people had it at the time. However, I do have this guy for sale. But the one annoying thing is the more I flip it, the less I want to sell it, And so, this thing, I have some really cool modifications I'd love to do to it. But until I find a buyer, I don't think I can do that. Because obviously, if someone wants to buy it just raw, then, they can go for it. But if someone wants to let me, have the honor of modifying this and customizing this to their liking, of course, with the anodization pattern, I have a really cool idea for what I could do for the blade, like a really awesome acid wash idea. Trust me, it would just look fantastic. I really want to do that to this blade, and obviously I can at any time, really. Just do it. Yeah, there's something I really want to do for this blade. But as of right now, it's just a really fun flipper. It just flips really well. It's pretty thin in the hands. It's got a little bit of play now at the moment. It wiggles. This is after disassembling it, by the way. This only happened after I disassembled it. So if I hadn't disassembled it, it probably would still be in pretty scarily good tolerances. It's still got very good tolerances, to be honest. Still better than a lot of my balisongs. Better tolerances than my Cygnus had. And so this thing is really just something else. I really enjoy how it flips. Even the balance, it's not something that I usually go for with the light handle bias. But because of that end weight, it carries momentum really nicely. The live blade is scary sharp, like most Chinese clones are. And I mean, it's just something you gotta love, don't you? Whoa, okay, B. That guy came a bit close into my ear. Always fun. Flipping something that's this. I'm still not fully confident in this. I don't know if you can tell, you know, I did just let it go when that bee came around. Not that, like, it just startled me a little bit, you know. I was not ready for the bee to go within like 2 inches of my ear whilst filming. And bees are going to become a thing now. I forgot about that. But, oh yeah, especially because I'm dressed in bright purple. Maybe not the best colour to have come outside in. But overall, yeah, this thing, I've really been enjoying it. I've been liking it much more than I thought I would. And it's really just one of those where I came in with medium expectations. I've been pleasantly surprised. It just... just the sound. It's just fun. This thing is, honestly, this is really fun. It is quite performant. It does seem to do about everything quite well, but it's not in that same performance as like the Kraken where everything's very evenly distributed and it kind of flips for you. It does have a little bit of that flipping for you aspect, especially in the rollovers. It carries momentum quite well for being only 113 grams. Just because of that weight distribution. And I mean, it's just fantastic. It's got a taper this way, as you can see. Obviously, the handles are much thinner up here than they are over here. And that did at first catch me off guard, especially because it was slightly rough feeling. Like, not that it was unpleasantly rough, but like, you could really feel the corners. But as I've gotten used to this guy, and as I've flipped it a bit more and more, it's honestly become fairly pleasant to the touch. It comes with really, really good quality bits, right? It comes with like this kind of T10 bit. This T10 bit is absolutely fantastic. Really, really high quality, really good stuff. This S2 T10, 52 T10, I don't know. But these things are really fantastic. And honestly, I've been just really enjoying the whole experience that is this guy. I would probably EDC this over the Medusa just because I enjoy how it feels. I prefer the lightweight. It still also does have a little bit of that, like, not really. I guess the close gap is still a bit big. That could be a little bit smaller, in my opinion. Obviously, I could probably modify that myself to make it smaller, but I think the open gap just looks fantastic. And this knife is, oh, excuse me, just really aesthetically pleasing to be around. It is just a superb feeling, looking, sounding balisong. For the price, I really have to just recommend it, right? I will be definitely doing a full review on this guy. This is one that, you know, no one seems to be interested in buying it just yet. I mean, there was one person at some point, but this thing, honestly, I really, really do enjoy it. It is something that I've not expected to enjoy as much as possible. Not as much as possible, as much as I am and do. But I do find myself picking this guy up quite often. Not so much in the nighttime, just because they're ringing. And of course, considering I do have it for sale, I don't want to ding it up too much. But at the moment, it's still in pretty much perfect condition, yeah. I don't think there's any... yeah. It's pretty much mint, basically, yeah. I could do a polish to this guy, make it shiny, but I like the stonewash. Kind of, well, it's more because it's a blast or a bead blast or something. I really like the finish that it's got on it at the moment. I was thinking maybe stonewash the blade, have it matching. But honestly, I just really like how it looks. I think it looks really good in grey. And that's why I really like this grey colour scheme. Good job, BRS, for designing the foundation of this clomage. There we go. Take something from the watch community. It is like a clone, but also a bit of an homage to the Barebones, right? It's done its own thing. You know, with this like tapering, it's very aggressive, and obviously it's channel titanium rather than sandwich. You know, it's got some really cool designs here with this big, it's not even really a speed channel, is it? It's just this massive opening. But this like speed channel here, and then the jumping even the blade design isn't exactly bare bones. It's a little bit more unique. And it's just something that I really do enjoy the way it looks like when it's flipping. Like, it's really just something, it looks good, it feels good, it sounds good. Am I just mindlessly singing the praises of this guy? Sort of. But I think it's kind of worth it, to be honest. Like, oh, okay. If you can 0G Chaplain, you know, it is definitely one of those balisongs where I really do enjoy how this thing flips. It's one of those where I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I do, but I do, you know, funnily enough. So I'm very happy with this guy, to be honest. I'm a bit sad that I have it for sale, but I kind of need the cash at the moment. I'll probably eventually get a second one, or there's a Telesto clone by these guys that's supposed to come out in the future. So once that's on here, maybe that's what will replace this. That'll probably be also quite expensive. But even the GA clone is really good. So Snowflake seem to be making some really, really solid clones. And they are looking at getting a Konohishi or a Kono clone out there at some point. I think they are looking currently for 1-2 clone. And yeah, it's just something that I've really been pleasantly surprised by. And so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I think I'm just going to wrap it up there because I kind of feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point. Yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I love reading you guys' comments. Feel free to join the channel as a member. Big shout out to my members. You know who you are. And it's honestly just something fantastic to be able to share this content with you guys, to be honest. Like, I just really enjoy sharing this balisong stuff with you. Sometimes it's a bit of a chore to start filming, but once I'm in the mood of, the process of filming, it's usually quite enjoyable. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking around with me. I'm about to reach 1100 subs, so I'm really happy with that. Anyways, yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.